What's happening? We in this bitch kicking cacks, seeing cool. My nigga, I'm finna check out this motherfucking video though with this Kerri Hilson fine ass. I ain't heard from her since she dropped that shit with Plies Medicine. I know that shit hella old, but anywho, nigga, I remember somebody was saying uh I remember hearing some shit about her dissing Beyonce or some shit, and she got blackballed from the game. I don't know too much about none of that shit at all, so I'm about to check out this little interview right here, see what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, educate myself. But if she miss out on a key point, somebody drop me the info, because I know y'all got the info. You feel me? But let's get it.
At the height of your career, you took a 9-year hiatus to focus on your mental health.
Yeah.
Why was that so important to you? And can you share what was happening? If as
Ooh.
much as you'd like to share, of course.
Yeah, I always only share what I want to share. But it depending on my mood, it can go deeper or more surface. But I think, not I think, but it's kind of hard. It's depression is hard to describe. I knew that I was beside myself, and this was like at the peak, at the top of Pretty Go Rock. Surprisingly, we had already shot another video. So it was at the beginning of 2011. I had to do a couple more things, but I knew I gotta slow down. I started to contemplate losing my career, leaving my career altogether. I just knew I needed time to get back to myself. I was incredibly not happy. And I was in an 11-year relationship. And I was 17 to 28 years old in that relationship. So I did not know life alone. I did not know and love and accept myself. I didn't know who the hell I was. I only knew who I was in the context of that relationship. 17 is very young to attach yourself to someone for that long. So not saying it was a very incredibly unhealthy relationship or anything like that. It was not even very tumultuous at all. As a matter of fact, we're still like great friends. But I just, I couldn't deal with us needing to live life apart. And so, yeah, then it was that. And there was obviously a whole lot of public scrutiny that I had already dealt with for years, and that had built up, and I felt crucified for ideas and decisions that were not my own, that my arm was twisted to do. So that was
Remember
really
that, Kerri. And I felt so, I didn't know you back then, but I just was like, why are they doing this woman like this?
Yeah.
And why is it so cruel? And why are people taking joy, seemingly, to try to blacklist or, stomp out someone's dream? That's what it felt like to me as an outsider looking in.
It's the price you pay, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder. And they make threats, and those threats are huge ones. And you know what I mean? You don't feel like you have a choice. I really didn't feel like I had a choice. It was do this or this will happen. And I'm young, I'm early 20s, and I'm like, they're like, sing this song. You don't have you're here for a couple hours. I go to town. It's that. It's the whole, if you don't, then blank. So you learn, though. You learn to fight harder. I didn't have enough fight in me I was maybe 20, 21. I didn't have enough fight in me. I wanted this my whole life more than anything. And I agreed with, I disagreed strongly with being that type of player. I'm a finesse player. I know what kind of player I am in life. I'm a fundamental player. I'm going to kill you on the court with my skills, and it's not even a competition. I don't mean kill you like that. Like, it's not. No one could ever compare to Beyonce. Let's just say the name that we're discussing. No one could compare. No one will. for a very, very, very long time, and that was never my aim either. However,
it was framed that way.
Well, no, it was absolutely framed that way. It was written that way. Was not my lyrics. Was not my writing.
So you had to pay the penalty.
Was not my doing, but I had to pay the penalty. And then I'm caught. Like, do I tell the truth? Do I expose them early in my career? I'm super young, super new. This is my first album. I'm so excited. It just soiled my whole dream. So I learned. You live and you learn. You know, you live and you learn. You learn to fight for who you are. And I know who I am. I knew, you know, I might have been very young, but in the context of playing dirty and talking trash and even having the concept of competition, I still to this day, I don't even know where my songs charted or what certain things, peak position, low position. I don't know. I still don't know, because I always did music for the hearts and not the charts. And it doesn't matter to me. Someone would have to tell me, oh, it went double platinum. Oh, that's awesome. I don't have a password to billboard.com. I don't do all that. It doesn't matter. So having that concept of competition did not occur. It's not how I think. I just want to put points on the board. That's all I want to do. So, yeah.
Respect that.
If you could do it all over again, would you do it differently or do it the same?
Oh, I would absolutely do it differently. I don't know if, I mean, I guess I would just see what the other side would be if I just fought harder and said no and let them go through, carry out their threat if they were really going to do that. It really felt that way from the top, from the top. So, you know, and I didn't understand. I was like, well, I don't understand. Why is that so important to do? I'm not a shock jock. I'm not even that girl.
From what I know, I mean, I don't know you well, but I'm getting to know you. And I interviewed you one time a long time ago on the Soul Train Awards red carpet in Atlanta when it first came back. Oh, and you've always had this thing about you where you were supportive of other women. Mm-hmm. And that's why to me, it did not fit the narrative that they were trying to put around you. And I just,
yeah, that's you saw who I am.
Yes.
And maybe you just weren't aware of all that was going on in that aspect of things, but that's who I am. That's truly who I am. I support women. And now I'm finally able to, you know, I'm kind of free from those characters, and I'm able to control a lot more of my image, my perception, my character. It's me. It's really me now. So all the posts you see, the captions, like, this is me. This is my thoughts. This is my heart. And now I'm finally glad that I don't think that people forgot, but I think that they're now understanding who I am.
Well, I guess we can kind of end this on the way we started it. The chapter was welcome back, right? And this time around, it's really the real you that's not controlled by anybody else. So now this is a reintroduction to the real Kerri Hilson that we can all appreciate without those constraints and those powers that be.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you. I know that's not an easy thing to talk about, and I hope it wasn't uncomfortable, but I feel like I felt that about you. I'm like, oh, I want people to hear it, like, the floor to get into it.
Yeah, I just love music. I'm just a little girl from Decatur, Georgia, who loved music and wanted to pursue it. That's really it. I didn't see anybody else. I wasn't obsessed or, trying to emulate anybody else. I just wanted to sing. I just wanted to perform. That was it. I wanted to write. I wanted to arrange. I wanted to produce. That's it. Just a little girl with a pure dream who meets these industry folks who, and that's it. And I have to say, I deserved everything, all the criticism. As heavy as it was and as difficult as it was, I can't say that I wouldn't be feeling that way. I wouldn't, be posting and, some of the language and some of the fake tweets and, the attack is really, really hard. And I get it though. But that's the price you pay when, and you live and you learn. You go through experiences and you learn how to do better. You learn how to fight for yourself harder.
Oh, mama. I can respect that though, you know what I'm saying? Self-responsibility, first things first. You took that from the beginning to the end. The only thing I didn't like is the excuses, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like threats, my nigga. Do what you gonna do, my nigga. You can't threaten me to go outside of my character. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't fold, nor do I bend for $1, $2, $1,000,000. Nah. Me being able to say what the fuck I want to say is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I don't say shit for attention or what these young niggas call cloud or none of that shit. If I'm saying it, that's how I feel. End of the motherfucking story. But I'm not even sure what the fuck she said or did. I heard about it, but I don't know what the fuck exactly. You know what I mean? But I'm sure I'll find out real quick in these motherfucking comments. You know what I'm saying? But Kerri Hilson looking good though. Still looking good. My nigga. My nigga, my nigga, my nigga. Decatur worse greater. But hopefully, she get back on her shit, you know what I'm saying, and make something happen. Other than that, it is what it is. Drop me a comment, let me know what the fuck you think.